Chris, welcome to all of you. After making a recommendation to the Chancellor and upon his acceptance of that recommendation, I spoke with head football coach Stump Mitchell late this afternoon and notified him that he will be reassigned to other administrative duties within the athletic department. I have named defensive coordinator Dawson Odums interim head coach for the duration of the 2012 season, and this time I want to personally thank Coach Mitchell for his service and his commitment to Southern University athletics, and wish him well in all of his future endeavors. I also urge our fans to continue to stand united with the staff and the student athletes on the Jaguars football team. This time, as Chris mentioned, I will entertain a limited number of questions.
What was the final decision, I guess, to make a move like this? What came down to your tipping it against Coach Mitchell?
I made the recommendation to the Chancellor this morning. The Chancellor approved it, and we went ahead and moved forward. Beyond that, it's a personnel matter. I'm not going to discuss personnel matters at the press conference.
Last night's contest, obviously, I'm sure you all had a little bit of backlash. Did you get a lot of response from the game?
We tend to get a lot of response when losing a draw around here, obviously. But last night's contest was disappointing. I was disappointed for the players and the coaches as well. But there were a number of factors that were considered in the recommendation.
You said other duties. Would those be on-campus duties, or are those something that you could fulfill away from campus?
That's a personal matter, which I'm not going to get into very much detail here. But he will be reassigned to duties here at the University of Edinburgh.
The athletic department or the university as
well? We'll have to discuss that further down the line. Duties will be of an administrative nature.
Well, the kids have been through so much, and now they, lose the head coach and have an interim head coach. What do you want, from them?
I want them to continue to remain committed to the program, and we're going to continue to throw the full support of the administration behind them. We're still committed to their success as students and as athletes.
Does the search for a new head coach begin now? I mean, you have an early jump. Is that one of the reasons?
Officially, the search will commence at the end of the football season. Will give us some time to evaluate the coaching staff and take a closer look at what kind of progress we make for the rest of the season.
So if Dawson does well, he could. I mean, is this kind of an audition for Dawson?
I don't necessarily or strictly view it that way. Obviously, we'll continue to monitor the progress of the team and the coaching staff that remains behind.
From an on-field perspective, what do you think is going to be the advantage of making this move now as opposed to at the end of the season?
Well, I'd rather not discuss it in terms of, in the strict terms of, strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats, but rather just to think about the direction of the program, what success, to remember that we're not forfeiting the 2012 season for future successes. We're early in the 2012 season, and we have a commitment to our student athletes, and we want particularly our seniors, those who are ending their careers, to have the very best opportunity that they have to compete. So the thrust behind the decision was ensuring that we could do what was possible to ensure our competitive success this year, as well as looking to the future of the program.
Looking forward, how do you expect this to affect recruiting efforts for the next season?
Mind being a little more specific?
Being able, your coaches are going to be looking in the spring for your new people for the next fall. If you're talking about filling this position at the end of the season, what are you looking at for a timeline?
Well, one thing that will continue to happen is we will continue to recruit. With signing day coming as early as it does in the spring, it's far too late in the game to wait until a head coach is named permanently to the position to begin recruiting. So we'll continue. Our assistant coaches will continue to recruit throughout the fall, and whoever accepts the duties as head coach then will continue to steer that ship as we get into signing day.
What was his reaction?
Coach Mitchell is a consummate professional. It's exactly as what I would have expected in his reaction. He's a man of high character in class, and he was exceptionally professional.
We have time for one more question, guy.
Contract terms, I guess. Do you have to fulfill them to the fullest? Is that something you negotiate with Coach?
I'd prefer to leave that between me and Coach, with it being a personnel issue.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all very much.